So I'm here in our woods behind my house again. Hard for me to get out to you can see my boys. Brock and Brody and Bryce are sitting over on the shore. Say hi, boys. Hi. Sitting on the edge of the pond over there. I don't know if you can see them. But I don't get a lot of time to go out to the farm during the week, so I plant trees in my woods because that's what I do. Anyway, these are not pin oaks, what you'll be planting, but these are called bare root seedlings. And bare root seedlings are just what they sound like. They have a bare root, okay? That is the root. Right here is the root collar, okay? Where the root stops and the tree starts is the root collar, and that's where you plant to, okay? You don't plant it deeper than that. You don't plant it shallower than that. If these little bitty roots, see the little hairs on those roots? If those dry out, the tree will die. If when you plant it in the hole, if those roots are pointing up, when it grows, the roots will grow out of the ground, and when they hit the air, they will dry and it will die. Okay, Brock is shooting me with bubbles. This is part of the obstacles you face when you do things at home. So I'm getting attacked with a bubble gun. It's real. The struggle is real. And you can see their fort back there in the woods. So, but we, there's Brock. I got a hug from Brock. All right, so when you put the tree in the hole, all right, Brock, when you put the tree in the hole, the roots have to be sticking down. So I have one that I planted right here. All right, we can see it there. That's a hazelnut. Now, these are called hazelnuts. They're not pin oaks. These have kind of a tap root that comes down, okay, a big root that comes down, but it also has fibrous roots that come off the sides of it. But it is not a huge tap root like an oak has, even though an oak will have some of the, Brock, stop. Even though oak will have some of those fibrous roots coming off of them, their main root system is a straight down tap root. So what I'm going to do is dig a hole. I've got a hole started here by Brock, okay? Now, there are lots of ways you can plant a bare root seedling, okay? This is a hazelnut bush. It will grow more like a bush than a tree, but you dig the hole. The best way to do it, now I plant lots of trees, so I don't have time to dig a really good hole like this every time, but you need to dig the hole deep enough that the whole root fits down in it without it jamming in there and with all the roots pointing down, okay? And, or at least towards the earth, not up towards the sky. So when you place it in the hole, you want to have a big hole like this, okay? Because if you, a lot of times I'll plant it with a dibble bar, which is basically just a post that I stick in the ground and squeeze the tree in there and then heel it in with my foot, just kind of stomp it in. And the problem with that is the roots don't grow through really hard soil very well. My class, we've talked about aeration and aerating the soil like earthworms. Mrs. Hackey talked about earthworms aerating the soil and creating gaps in the soil to make plants grow better. Well, that's what happens when you make a nice big hole like this, because the dirt is all loose, okay, and the roots can grow through it. If I just jabbed a hole down in the ground and shoved it down in there, it would be quicker, but they wouldn't grow as well. So, hey, Brock, you want to finish and take the camera here? Just hold it right here so I'm looking at the hole. Or actually, you just fill it in. You can do it. You know how to do it. All right, fill the dirt back in the hole. Okay, now you watch when Brock does this. He's gonna push the dirt back in there and crumble it up while he's doing it, okay? And just throw it in the hole, okay? You can just push it in there all at once, Brock. You don't have to be that perfect, all right? Just push it back in, that's right. Okay, now I'm gonna make sure that the roots are all going down when I put it in there, and the root collar is right at where the top of the soil would be. Okay, now with all this loose dirt around here, okay, the roots are really gonna take off. And you pack it down so there's no air, because if you have air, a lot of air, down around the roots, they'll dry out. Okay, now we got a pretty perfect, now there's a worm. Now that's a good sign, because we know that healthy dirt has what?
Worms.
Worms, that's right, isn't it, Brock? Yep, so we want to leave that there, or we want to take it and put it in the fridge for fishing? What do you want to do with them? Or put them in the compost pile? What do you want to do, Brock? We'll leave them here. Okay, so he can keep pooping. He can keep pooping and dropping his castings in this dirt, and it'll make it even better. Okay.
When he's done pooping, we can take him fishing.
Yeah. So it's the circle of life again, kids. Okay, so I have one tree planted there. That took me about, with talking and everything, about 3 minutes. Okay. I can probably plant myself, doing a quick style. I can plant probably 300 trees a day. bare root seedlings like this. Now, planting nuts is even faster, but sometimes I plant containerized trees, which are in big pots. They take much longer because you have to dig a large hole. Okay, so that is how we get our trees in the ground. That's how you're going to get your trees in the ground. You can choose to protect them or let Mother Nature take its course. Okay, if the deer does eat the tree off, there is a good chance that it'll grow back. It'll shoot another branch up off of its root or off the bottom of the tree where it nipped it, and it'll continue to grow. Okay, all right, Mr. D signing out. Peace. Say bye. And Brock is a frog or something.